Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So good to see you all. Today we have done something amazing, monumental, and something that I was unsure if I was ever going to get to complete. We have garnered 300 standard banner wishes. You can see that my progress says 298 out of 300, and I have 2 standard banner pulls ready to go. I now have unlocked the ability to choose a 5-star of my liking from the banner. Right now, I currently have Himiko at E0, Bronya E1, I have Japard at E0, and Clara at E1. Those are the only standard banner characters I have. So I considered Japard because he's a really good shielder, even though I've got Fu Xuan, and I thought, not really worth it. At the end of the day, I decided that I was going to go, because I am free to play, which I'm going to show right here, with my E2 Bronya, because she is already E1. Her E1, if you guys don't know, gives you a 50% chance to gain a skill point when you use her skill, which is absolutely broken in a game where skill point management matters. And the team that I run Bronya on currently for the Memory of Chaos, which I am unable to complete with full stars, but I am able to get 33 out of the 36 allotted stars, so I still get the second highest reward as a free-to-play. I run Danheng and Bibitur Lune, which I just got, E1 Bronya, E6 Tingyun, which I just got that, I believe, the last banner I pulled on, and then obviously Fu Xuan for that, for the damage, mitigation, and then also the 10% crit rate buff that she allows. I mean, literally, if you look at the E2, it's crazy. It increases the speed of the character who is receiving the skill by 30%. And it lasts for 1 turn. So if you have that character going 3 times in a freaking cycle, like what? Well, I guess technically it doesn't say cycle, it says for a turn. So 1 turn, that's kind of how Bronya works. And it's just 1 step closer to E3, which pretty much gives a couple extra boosts to her ultimate and to her skill. So with that being said, let's go ahead and use Bronya here as an E2 buffer for my Danheng and Bibitur Lune. Now I want to give you guys a little disclosure. My Danheng and Bibitur Lune is not extremely well built. Again, I stated I am free to play, and what that means is basically because I am free to play, I have been using a lot of my stamina on relics that I did not realize was not his best in slot. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't pay attention to a lot of the guide makers. I kind of just read everything, determine what's best, and go from there. And that could be, a fatal flaw of mine, whatever you want to say. Either way, which, by the way, here we go, E2 Bronya about to come home. But anyways, like I was saying, I farmed the imaginary set for Bibitur Lune, thinking it was the best. I didn't realize that Cowboy set was his best in slot. So I've got him on a two-piece right now because I got a lot of good substats from the imaginary set with double crit rate, crit damage, but I don't got a lot of speed on him. So that's why the Bronya is essential to run with him. Now there it is, our E2 Bronya, and I'm going to do a showcase. Don't you fret. A showcase is coming, guys. I want to make sure that you see how I run this character and how powerful he is with the right characters. Because remember, you saw how many wishes I had saved for the limited time banners. I think I'm already up to like 110 plus, 110 plus. And if it takes 80 wishes to get to a 5-star and I lose the 50-50, I already have some pity built up. I think I have 4 pity built up from the last banner I pulled on, which was in Bibitur Lune. And then I already have about 40 wishes saved there. Like, I'm already halfway to the next 5-star. So I'm hoping that I get lucky and I can pull Hanabi, because Danheng and Bibitur Lune, Bronya, Tingyun, and Hanabi, are you kidding me? Which is Sparkle, by the way. It's Hanabi Sparkle, if you guys didn't know. Her kit is insane. Her kit it increases your max skill points to 7, and when she ults, it gives you, I believe, crit damage boosts, and it gives you 4 skill points. Like, it returns 4 skill points to you. That's insane. That's insane. That's in Bibitur Lune written all over it, because if he can literally go 3 times in a cycle, 4 times, 2 times, however many you can make it work, and he drops 3 skill points, normal attack every single time, dude, he's going to be going crazy. He'll be in competition with Jingliu, I'll tell you what. Right now, in my opinion, I've said it since the beginning, Jingliu is my favorite character in the game. She will remain that no matter what happens here. But Danheng and Bibitur Lune with Hanabi, holy crap. I don't know what's going to happen, guys. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I want to play with her. I want to see how good she does. In my opinion, Jing Liu will always be better because of the fact that she does not consume skill points, and you can monopolize her ultimate, so that way she constantly stays in her ultimate form, the upgraded, whatever the hell it's called, the specific name, that form for longer periods of time, especially when you're in simulated universe and you got all the buffs from the destruction path, the hunt path, and all the other paths that kind of help out with the energy regeneration portion of it. She can be ulting freaking every turn, and sometimes when you get the ones that kill somebody, and it gets all 60% energy regeneration, like, it's crazy. So yeah, she's a crazy crack character in my opinion. The fact that she doesn't consume skill points, she will always be a top like 3 DPS in the game in my opinion. And right now she's number 1 and will remain number 1 for me. Even with Dan Heng and Bibi Lune, if he's doing more damage than her, I still think Jing Liu is a better budget character, because this team, if you're looking at it from a free-to-play perspective, which I am free-to-play, I prove that in every video. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm not. You have to get 2 limited time 5 stars and get very lucky by winning the 50-50 to get this kind of power. Whereas Jing Liu, you get her by herself, and her best in slots are like 4 stars. So you're talking Ting Yun, Pella, and then if you get lucky on a 5-star limited time banner, you can get Japard from there, and that's a pretty good sustainer for her as long as you build him with all straight defense. He scales really high, gives a good shield, and honestly you can clear a lot of the content with that. When I went through the what is it called, the corruption event, the one where the swarm disaster, that's what it was. When I went through the Swarm Disaster on difficulty 5, I actually completed it with Jing Liu and the Japard, because Japard, like, he had so much invaluability with him taking the character's aggro and making them attack him, popping off a shield strong enough to resist all of that for the entire team, not just himself, and then when they would hit him constantly over and over with those weaker attacks, it would build up his energy, and then all of a sudden I'd be able to pop his ultimate again, and I just had constant shielding. And with that shielding came the buffs where I would get like plus 30%, plus 45% if it was upgraded, crit damage bonus to the entire team from a shielded character. Like, those are insane buffs. So I was actually able to clear Swarm Disaster 5 with Japard, and I was not able to do it with Luocha or even with Fu Xuan, because I was getting one-tapped out the hoo-ha when they would do the ultimate 5 swarm attack and all the other crap that they had. So I'm just telling you, Japard is kind of worth it. He's pretty good. So my long story short here is, if you're looking at this from a free-to-play perspective, I highly still recommend Jing Liu and would still put her at number 1 for DPS and overall playability value. But if you're looking for potentially the highest DPS in the game, the combination of Dan Heng and Bibi Lune and Hanabi with a Branya and a Ting Yun, you're probably 0 or 1 cycling the content and Memory of Chaos, as long as you know how to build your characters, which, again, I'm not the best builder. I'm lacking a lot of speed on my characters. For some reason, finding double crit stats, crit rate, crit damage, and speed with energy regeneration is just like impossible. Like, it just doesn't exist. I literally have been farming this game for what, 10 years? No, that's an exaggeration. Maybe like 9 or 10 months I've been playing, and I literally have very few double crit rate with speed. Actually, I don't even know if I have one. Like, it's that insane. So with that being said, this team is amazing, really, really good. I'm dropping, when I'm at max buff, like 150,000, plus the ultimate, talk about like 30. You're close to like 200,000 per skill attack and per ultimate. And again, I don't have him built correctly. He's got a two-piece of cowboy and imaginary set. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to talk your ear off the whole time. Enjoy the content in the background. You can see that I have him on... I don't have him on autoplay right now. I am playing currently, trying to find the best damage and the best skill point consumption value, but I do eventually put it on autoplay and just show you kind of what that looks like from a autoplay perspective. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. If you like the content, please consider liking and subscribing, and comment. Why not? Comment what you think. Comment what your thoughts are on the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you again for your support, and stay tuned because we got some Genshin wishing videos. I've got 500 plus wishes saved right now, along with some Honkai Star Rail wishing videos because we got Hanabi Sparkle right around the corner. Thank you again for your support, and I'll catch you in the next one. Godman out.
Gather as one. Crush them!
Break! Blood cleansing dragon. Blood cleansing dragon.